require my assistance? Dingo! We're gonna be rich.
Are you live yet?
I have no time for games.
Inferno! Require my assistance?
Hello and welcome to Tuesday Night Barfight. We got an exciting one here tonight. We got me, BrushyTuna, as your op and one of your casters, and of course we have the legendary, one of the most winningest coach in all of THL history, Sage. What up, Sage?
What you talking about? What you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis? Aren't you? Aren't you? Are you the most willingest?
I'm the most winning.
Ooh.
Yeah. You gotta get your facts straight.
Sorry, I'm just excited to watch RonMexico lose another game of Hearthstone,
What are you talking about? I'm talking about watching Ron win.
Pumped
I'm talking
to
about
watch
watching
Ron
win.
get whooped. He gonna get destroyed. But anyways, let's get to this match. So, like I said, we have the Big Ted taking on RonMexico. Obviously, Sage is gonna cheer for Ron because he is his captain. But we all truly know who's gonna win this, and that's the Big Ted. We do have a double paladin band here for you, Sage.
Double paladin band.
Yep.
All right, cool. I was about to ask what classes did they bring, because I know that it was
Okay, so
really
we got
similar.
Yeah, so we got the Big Ted on Hunter, Rogue, Warrior, and we got Ron on Druid, Rogue, and Warrior. So just a Druid swap for a Hunter for Ron here. But they both have Rogue and Warrior they're bringing tonight.
Oh yeah. I think the Druid is maybe the most questionable bring. I know Ron is very strong on Druid right now, but they are looking at Druid and saying, "Hey, what should we bring to get it in there?" Hunter is the one thing that I think Ron was thinking about maybe bringing instead. We could have seen a full-on mirror tonight, but instead we're seeing a Druid versus a Hunter. That's the only difference here.
Yep.
I know Druid is looking pretty strong right now, though. Druid is in a real good place, and I have my faith in Ron that he's going to get there with his Druid. And that Hunter is just the Hunter's probably going to win. All right, like Hunter is just really good.
Yeah. Face Hunter's been doing nasty things on ladder. It's one of the most winningest decks right now. So, especially the Face Hunter version. But we'll see how it does into this lineup here. I assume Ron probably brought something like Bomb Warrior as his warrior, which can sometimes get run over if it doesn't have some early game stuff to remove Hunter.
I know what he brought.
I know. Don't say it.
I'm gonna let it be a surprise. I'm gonna let it be a surprise. All right.
But these players,
I've been watching the chat.
Yeah, these players are ready. They are in queue. So I'm gonna give them the green light.
All right.
And let's get into it.
Who's going to be on the bottom?
So we're going to have RonMexico on the bottom, the Big Ted on top. And for those folks who might not know, this is a Hero Series match. So it's last hero standing. If you win a deck, you bring it back. You keep playing with the deck. If you lose with the deck, that deck is gone. You don't get to play it again. So, we might be able to see a sweep with one deck. And who knows? Maybe we'll see just a back and forth match go, kind of like.
I highly doubt that.
A sweep? You doubt there'll be a sweep?
Unless it's a sweep for Ron.
Ooh. I don't know. That Hunter can do some nasty things sometimes, depending on.
I know Hunter is a really good sweeper class.
It is a very good sweeper class. All right, and I see some eyeballs here. So let's head on into this match.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have Ted on the bottom and Ron on the top.
Okay.
As my contrarian point of view likes to be.
You do you, buddy. So game one here
like
we
to
have
an alternate point of view.
That's fair. We have RonMexico on the Warrior and the Big Ted on this Rogue. And it looks like Ron brought just some normal Enraged Warrior here for his Warrior Bring.
Oh, yeah.
And Ted is on some sort of stealth rogue, probably just the typical stealth rogue that everyone's seeing on ladder right now that annoys the crap out of us from time to time.
That's a really good pickup for Ted right there. That one mana 3/1 with stealth going into probably won't attack on turn 2, so we can get the draw 2 on 3. That is probably what's going to happen.
Ted does get to drop you on turn 3 there, Sage, and draw some cards.
Yeah.
Oh. Is the 2 draws worth 6 damage? Missed out on 6? I guess Ted's agreeing with us, you know. That's hard to decide there. A whole 6 damage gone on curve.
He's just gonna punch this 1/2 2 times in order to kill it, you know, and get the draw 2. He's looking for a little bit of value in the early game and keep a good trader online. That way he can trade into something that gets dropped on 3, you know, something like that. Just try not to play too heavily into the Warriors' game plan. I think Ron, if he maybe, that seems okay.
Yeah, just going for as much pressure as you can without wasting one of these risky skippers or armor smiths. And there you are, Sage. You hit the board. Draw 2.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Play me, Ted. Yeah.
See, look, Ted did all he could for you to root for him, Sage, even though he's playing against your team. He even brought you in his lineup, but...
Yeah, I think Ted honestly has the better opener here, but I am still solidly rooting against him. I think he is actually... that is a ambulance in the background, if you can hear that.
Yeah, absolutely we can. But yeah,
and
I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, no. Some major stuff happening. But, you know, Ron needs to pick up some other creatures here to...
Oh shit! Sorry, I totally pressed all the wrong buttons there for a second.
Yeah, you did.
I just want to say somebody's having a very bad night tonight, and I wish them the best.
Absolutely. All right, looks like Ron trading in here to the 3/3, and then trades in with his minion here. All right, we'll see the Worgen into the Hook Scimitar, and we're finally going to unstealth the Spy Mistress, push 7 damage. We got this other stealth creature here for the Slayer.
A lot of pressure, and Ron needs to answer this kind of pressure. This pressure is not allowed. It's not okay.
This pressure is not allowed.
Yeah, I think Ron needs to answer this pressure, and he has a very good answer in his hand right now, if I'm not mistaken, with this risky skipper.
Yeah.
And he could actually combo that into a battle rage with the armor smith.
Yep.
If he coins it.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with the coin here from Ron. You get to draw 3 cards, and this might be the only time you get to have this 3-draw battle rage for a while. So
yeah, this was a very strong play with the battle rage. 2 mana draw 3 is always that's the baseline of what you really want to get out of it. If you get anything less, it feels bad, but sometimes you just got to do it.
Yep, absolutely. And it looks like this play has got to put Ted on the full defensive.
Ted, why are you attacking him? Why are you giving him 1 armor? Okay. A very, very, very minor misplay. Let's hope that it doesn't come down to 1 health. If it comes down to 1 health, then Ted is going to feel real bad about that.
Yeah, absolutely. But against Warrior, it usually doesn't. At this point...
Yeah, it usually does not.
Yeah, at this point, Ron's going to start gaining some armor once he finds his second armor smith, and it'll probably be game over once Ron does find that second armor smith.
Oh, passage right at the top. Let me see what we get. If we get another stealth minion, he has a good Plague of Madness.
Ooh, that's interesting tech here. All right. We do have the
It
stealth
is.
minion, and we do get a drop Sage once again. Man, Sage, you're really helping out Ted in this match and not Ron. What you doing, man?
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. All right. Ted's going to get those saps back.
Yeah, he got a little bit of reload. He has some good soft removal.
Yep.
He has a decent amount of board presence at the moment. I think Ron is probably going to want to try to figure out a way to minimize that pressure that he is facing, as well as building some tempo on his side. And the best way to doing that right now would probably be some sort of sweeper. In fact, I think Lord Barov is not the worst idea, but you probably want to combo that with another skipper, but you want to combo the skipper with
the Armor Smith. Yeah.
And so that's really probably the dilemma that Ron is facing right now. He wants to minimize this pressure, but he doesn't want to waste his best card in the deck doing it. And so I think we just have to see how he does that, how he decides to go through that.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
rough.
he
This
just-
turn's rough for Ron because you do want to use the risky skipper, but like the way that the rogue does these damages are just such a huge block that missing out on finding the second armor smith can be life and death in this matchup. But Ron does agree to go with the
He's
full
gonna go ahead
clear.
and do it.
Yep. Ooh,
Oh,
4
he's
damage
gonna-
bomb.
Ooh, that's a 4 damage bomb. That was a pretty decent skipper. All right, we're seeing Ted make some real quick moves with his stealth minions here. He's got rid of all the skippers, so he's not scared about playing a bunch of 1 health guys onto the board at the moment. He's going to go ahead and go wide with 1 health stealth minions and hope to pressure Ron down. And Ron, I think, will probably try to match that pressure with some of his own. I think that's really his only out now, is to just try to out-pressure and race him down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're looking at minimum 15 damage here from the Big Ted on his crackback, so he's just 5 damage off lethal at this current time. You know, another secret passage into like some eviscerates and you just end this game as of next turn, but see how Ron wants to play around this. All right, going for a 5 drop here.
I
Ooh.
am not always perfect.
Ron with the emo span. That Desert Obelisk is an 0-5 body that doesn't do anything. Oh, there's an eviscerate. So we're off lethal now by 3 because Ron armored up. We'll see how Ted wants to push damage and answer his board all at the same time.
Yeah, and Lord Barov really does nothing for Ron here because everything already has 1 health.
Deal with them.
All right, looks like we're going to leave everything else on the board for Ron and push as much damage here from the Big Ted. Yep, Ron down to 6.
So Ted is off lethal by 2 at the moment.
Yep. Yeah, just 2 with the damage from in hand and the weapon.
Ron, really hoping for a miracle here. We're gonna see if that's about to happen.
Ooh.
Oh, that's -2 to the face. I don't know that Ron actually has anything to back that up with, though. He can do +4 to the obelisk, and then what?
I think Ron's got a trade. think he's got to kill the 3-2 with the Desert Obelisk and just clear the board.
Yeah, he could use the second inner rage to kill another one-health guy.
Yeah. But, I mean, these traits here will...
Just go full train.
Yeah, we'll leave him with enough damage to push for lethal next turn.
So if Ted doesn't top deck a eviscerate... Oh my goodness, that...
The full clear by Ron paying off.
Wow.
Wow.
That was razor thin.
Yeah. Ooh, sweating the whole time here. And Ted, being the gentleman, letting Ron kill him off.
Yep.
Guess he assumed that
Alright,
Ron didn't have the damage, but you can assume they have something to push through that last little bit, either another weapon or another inner rage. So there we have it. Ron starts off 1-0 here over the Big Ted. So that means we'll be seeing this warrior back from Ron. If you're Big Ted, what are you bringing, Sage? I know you're rooting against him, but
I think you want to bring... What else has he got?
He has Hunter, and he has his own warrior.
I think you'd probably bring the warrior.
Yep, and that's what we'll see. We'll see the double warrior.
Yep, he's going to hope to win that mirror. Looks like he has a more controlling warrior list. He's going to look to fatigue.
Oh, I think Ted is Ted's big warrior with that commencement pickup here in his hand. He is big warrior. So we'll see if this big warrior can answer the aggression of this enraged warrior here in the middle turns of this game. But for now, we'll probably just see a lot of hero power and passing until this bomb wrangler. Well, I guess of course Hero Cash will come out this turn for Ron, but not too much excitement going on for this match at this time being.
Yeah, yep. Probably be a little bit of a slow match. We're going to see a lot of tempo, a lot of momentum on Ron's side in these first couple turns as he tries to get a game plan in motion. And while Ted looks to stall him out by gaining armor and removing his minions until he can play commencement and the other big spells, big minions that will be his win condition. While Ron is just going to try to pressure him.
Yeah, cards like Troublemaker and stuff for the Big Ted getting off commencement or the Dimensional Ripper pushes a ton of damage real fast and leaves some big bodies on the board. Makes it harder for
Ron is already acknowledging that he realizes that Ted is a bit of a control deck.
Yep.
And plays the egg in order to make his board stronger against board sweepers like the Blade Storm and Brawl and other such things. So even if those get played, then the egg will spit out a 3/4 if it dies. So. Real quick turns from Ted here. He doesn't have a whole lot to say, I think.
Yeah, they're pretty straightforward. Got a bunch of high mana cost cards in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't have a whole lot of options at the moment, but once we get a couple more turns in, we'll see a lot more, probably a lot more thinking coming from Ted here. It looks like Ron is just going to keep getting weapons online and not try to play too heavily into the board sweepers that he is expecting from players.
Yep. Yeah, Ron agrees or thinks that this board is wide enough to cause enough pressure to put Big Ted behind the 8-ball, but this works out so well for the Big Ted as long as the egg doesn't live. Because it will hatch, we'll have the spell burst, get the cleave on the weapon, hit the 1/2, and clean up Ron's board. It was a good top deck here for Ted. That Brawl was a full clear with the weapon swing.
Yep, the egg died, and that's what he wanted it to do, and it got the spell burst, and yeah, that was definitely a really good place to Ted here. Ron is probably going to want to build some more momentum again, and not ease off of Ted whatsoever. I think that is very much to do here.
Yeah, Ted does have the option of coining out a commencement here next turn to get one of his big minions down on the board. We'll see. We'll see what he wants to do. Lexus looks like that's what he's gonna do. Divine Shield taunt. What are we pulling from the deck?
Oh, that is so scary.
Oh, and it hit the coin.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The 50-50. Oh, the
50-50.
he
He
hit.
flipped a coin and it came up tails.
Hey, I see what you did there because he also used the coin. Get it?
Yep.
Get it?
Yeah. I get it.
Sage, did you get my joke?
Looks like. Yes, I get your joke, Brushy.
All right,
Oh,
and Ron's just gonna go wide
So-
again.
Yeah, Ron said, you just played a brawl. I don't think you have another.
Yep.
And so now we will see whether or
I
not
think Ted's just
Ted
gonna run
has
another
an
commencement.
appropriate answer here. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a second commencement.
If he hits
I don't
Troublemaker,
see
it
how
can.
he has another.
Okay, we do hit the Troublemaker, and we can clear off some of these minions here. At least maybe hit one of these 1 health ones. Ted's gonna make sure to clear one himself. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh wow!
They both
That
hit
was
the brute.
Really good. That was really good for Ted here.
Yeah, I felt bad at first. I was like, "Oh, that's not really the hit you wanted." But then the second Troublemaker as well goes into that brute.
Yeah, I was just thinking if both of those hit the brute, then he's in good shape, and that's exactly what happened. We're gonna see Ron. He needs to get through the 6-8 with Divine Shield.
Yeah.
He's gonna open by breaking the shield,
Man,
and that is
another
a very
high
good hit.
damage bomb. Wow.
This is just so swingy right now.
Oh, we're gonna play the risky.
But-
Interesting. Ron could have cleared this
I would
without
think
playing the
that
risky.
You would want to
He could've-
punch the 2-1 in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have played just the Shield of Honor, and that alone would have cleared up. Wow.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding right now.
Ron.
That's not even fair.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, and the draw 4.
4, and we get a push 4 here as well. Terran Gornfiend, Bloodsworn Mercenary, Battle Rage, another Bloodsworn Mercenary picked up for Ron. No. This Deathwing can come down though and clean up this board extremely well. It will take 11 and be at 1 health, but I don't think Ted's too scared of that. Board clear seems good enough.
I think with the kind of armor, the kind of health Ron has right now, we'll see him just punch into the Deathwing in
Yeah.
order to remove it from the board and make it a non-help.
Already, it only attacks once. I forgot. For some reason, I thought I was going to attack it again.
Right. Yeah, I just took your word for it.
Yeah,
Without
I don't
reading
know
it
why.
all.
I was like, yeah, it's only gonna hit it the one time, or hit it twice. But you know, Ted does have the advantage in the late game because Ron's not gonna be able to
Yeah.
clear up all the minions eventually. If Ted can stabilize this,
Must burn them all.
Yeah, I think he also needs to play around Bladestorm. He should definitely try to keep that in mind. We're probably going to see something along those lines. Ooh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Are your strength.
All right, so
Okay.
plans to...
Battle Rage for 2.
Much
Yeah.
rage.
All right, that Corsair Cash does nothing this game for Ron. As he's already drawn all 3 of his weapons, unless Ron's got a 4th one hanging out there for some spicy lists. But I doubt it.
Yeah, I think you probably do that, Ron. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What? Oh,
He's gonna rush it in and pop it.
Does he have time?
Yeah.
He does. Okay. That was really strong. Kargath, Burley. These are all pretty good pickups. Evasive Worm is even good. I think Kargath might be, in the long run, what he wants, but it's
Yeah.
not the best pick right now.
Because if you can hit that
Evasive.
Kargath off the Dimensional Ripper that's still in his deck, probably. You get 2 10-10s that will gain you 20 armor in 1 turn, so that could be huge. But as of right
Yeah,
now, none of
and
these minions really do
Bladestorm-
anything.
Yeah, the Blade Storm right now just doesn't do enough. You'd want a second Blade Storm, or yeah, maybe, yeah, this is not looking super great, but the shield does buy him some time. It buys him a bit of time that he needs in order to come back.
Yep.
On the next turn, he'll get the 7/7 with taunt. Something like a 7/7 with taunt.
Yep.
That'll buy him more time, and that's exactly what he wants.
Yeah, the
That's
bulwark
his
is a
target
huge
zone.
pickup too. Yeah. Ooh. Not a good minion. Ooh. And here's the Dimensional Ripper play.
Oh my god.
So this turn we can Colossus, trade our Kargath, and next turn we can Dimensional Ripper and hopefully, rip 2 of these Kargath Primes and just pretty much end the game on the spot. Ted's just gonna go for it now? I wonder how many minions are left in his deck.
Oh my god.
Oh, Rattlegores.
That might not have been
The greatest.
what you want.
Well, let's see. So 4, 6, 8. So with 2 inner rages, 10. Ron's off by 4.
It depends on
or
what he gets off
3?
of this lackey, I think.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Ted with the extremely risky line. I mean, he went for the high roll to try to rip double Kargath Prime and... Oh, well, there's Kargath Prime.
Oh,
So we're going to trade 1 Rattlegore, trade with Kargath Prime, and then let's see where Ted wants to send this Rattlegore.
this looks like the point where Ted turns the corner and stabilizes against the Enraged Warrior.
Yep. If this Kargath Prime can attack again, it's over.
Yeah, Ron needs to remove it straight away, but he also needs to pressure Ted down. to
Yeah.
death. And doing both at the same time is a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, I mean, all that pressure you need to send to Ted's face is the same pressure that you need to kill that Kargath Prime, so...
Yeah. So we'll see how Ron wants to do this here. It looks like he could do something with, the bomb trading in, not hitting the right target. The bomb's been doing a lot of work for Ron so far.
These bombs have high rolled the crap out of Ted.
Yeah.
Oh, and there we have it. Ron trades in a ton of damage to remove that Prime, because even he knows that if that thing attacks again, it's nothing he can do.
You're in my school now.
All right, Troublemaker dropped here from Ted.
I don't think that Ron will be able to get enough pressure on the board after this, with the Rattlegores just making these easy trades.
Yeah.
And the Troublemaker cleaning up anything that's left alive. I don't see Ron really coming back from this point, no matter how much armor he has.
Yeah, and I don't think Ron's going to scoop out of this one. I think Ron knows he's defeated, but since he's against his co-host here for Saloon, he's like, nah, I'm going to...
Ron never concedes.
Yeah, he concedes sometimes. I've seen it, but you can't concede against your co-host. You can't let him have that satisfaction. Yeah, this game's set and match. There's just nothing Ron can do.
It was very close, though. Ron was very nearly there.
Yeah. I mean, he had the start he needed. He put on so much pressure on Ted in the early game. Had him down to 8 health at one point.
Ron committing the honorable Sudoku by playing out his whole hand and just scooping.
You gotta do it, man. All right, there we have it. Series tied. Ted ties it back up. Ron's warrior is now gone from the series. So Ron is left with Druid and his rogue. And I played a lot of big warrior on ladder, and I feel fine as the big warrior into both of these decks. To be honest, I have smashed Druid with this deck.
You're not just
and I've
saying
smashed,
that because you want Ted to win?
No, I'm being serious. Like, Blade Storm clears up like all the stealth stuff from Rogue like super easily, as well with Brawl. And against Druid, Blade Storm does the same thing. When you Guardian animals, they usually have the same health. They're pretty close to the same health. So Bladestorm clears up one of them, and then you have either weapons or sword and boar and stuff like that to, help clear up that stuff. But if Ron is Malagos Druid, he might have. I think Malagos Druid might have the upper edge, just because there's not a lot of like a bajillion armor gain like the normal like Enraged Warrior has. So Ron does have time to try to set up like an OTK turn with Malagos if he is running that version. But me personally, like I can show you my replay stats. Me personally, I have a very good win rate against both Rogue and Druid on ladder with Big Warrior.
I almost wish. Yeah. This is that's a very aggressive start from Ron.
Yeah. I mean, we got turn 2 draw with dropping you on turn 2 with the coin. So, ooh.
Yeah, put that sage out.
The double sage draw. This can fix Ron's hand so much. We can go sage into sage. Draw 4 extra cards here in the first couple turns for Ron.
Maybe. Coin me. Coin me.
Yeah. Coin sage.
Don't attack.
Oh,
don't
look,
attack.
man. And you're golden. Looks like
That's
you're
bait.
drinking some mead. You chilling, man. Just big chilling. Shield block here from Ted. Picks up a troublemaker.
A cruel fate awaits you in the ashes.
Ron misclicked there, almost to the Sinister Strike. Did you see that?
I did not see that. I didn't use
Yeah.
the restroom. I'll be going muted for just about 30 seconds.
All right, good luck. Don't trip. Don't lose yourself. All right, Vargoth coming down here from Ted. Just to hopefully fight on pressure. Maybe go from some double athletic studies next turn, but Ron's got a backstab pickup. Trey with the Worgen. Scorpio will clean up the rest of his Vargoth and push 6 damage. So Ted can clean up his board here if he wants to. Reaper Scythe into the athletic studies. Triggering the spell burst, giving it the cleave. Ooh, Hippogriff? Yeah, Ted agrees. Picks up the Hippogriff. There we have it. We'll clear off this board from Ron. But Ron does have this Jandis that he can just slam down now. Let's see what the options are. Totem Goliath and Steward of the Scrolls. Ron chooses a totem to die if it takes any damage.
I think Totem was the correct pick there. Honestly, I think Totem all the way. Because, I mean, if it dies, you don't really... It doesn't hurt you too bad.
Yeah. But like,
All right.
but if Ron is running stuff like Cold Blood and stuff like that, having the totem die instantly could be huge, though.
That's true.
Because then you have just so many targets for your Cold Bloods. All right, Ron.
All right. Ron is just not going to let up on the pressure. Not
He can't.
one bit.
If you let Ted come back into this and stabilize, it's gonna be rough. Oh, Scrapyard Colossus with the Vine Shield. They already had that taunt without the commencement.
Oof.
Oh, and there's Cold Blood for Ron. Are we running any saps here for Ron this week, Sage? Do you know?
Well, I'll say right now that we don't see any in the hand. And
Right.
That is where you want to see them
Right.
at the moment.
I didn't know if maybe next turn Ron could hopefully top deck a sap, but we're going all in. Cold Blood and the immune. Kill off the first half of this taunt.
He's just going to try to punch it down.
Yep. Now, Ted here can trade and drop Deathwing and clean up the board.
It looks like what he's probably going to do.
Oh, Warwind does it as well. Okay.
Oh, Warwind does it better, honestly.
Yeah, but if you did it the other way, then you have a 12-7 on the board. And if it gets if your Deathwing gets sapped, like, oh, boo-hoo, like I have a free board clear again. So, I think both plays are fine. Secret Passage here from Ron.
Here, he's going to
Fire
get
Mistress, Slayer, Eviscerate, Hook,
Stealthy
Scimitar.
Boys.
Ooh, another Eviscerate. This is 12 damage.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Ted needs a shield
Ted.
block. Hero power doesn't
Ted
do it
needs
for him.
something. Ted needs something miraculous off the top of his
Ooh.
deck, or else he is just done. He needs a
Yeah.
taunt. He needs that. That ain't it.
Nope.
That ain't it, Ted.
That does it.
Oh, Ted.
That's gonna do it for Ron.
Wow.
I think shield block was the only thing that Ted could have drawn there to save him from that turn. Just that secret passage coming out for Ron was just brutal for Ted. 12 damage out of nowhere.
Happen.
Yeah.
Secret passage miracle.
He went for the Hail Mary and he got it, so.
He did.
That's both warriors gone here, so that means we got Hunter left for the big Ted.
You know, I feel pretty good about this crazy aggro rogue into the Hunter here. They're both very aggressive. I know Hunter has historically and probably statistically now been good against rogue. But I still feel real good about Ron's chances here.
Yeah. I mean, they both have good early game pressure. Like, it's gonna be on Ted, I think, to keep these minions off the board for Ron. Just because of the Cold Bloods and the Aston Slayers. Yep, and there's one now.
Well, I think you just hero power and punch it. And I think there's something to be said about punching a 3-1 here, but you definitely want to try to high roll into Sage.
We're going wide here from Big Ted, dropping all these 1-drops here.
Yep, going wide against the rogue is exactly what you want to do. They have nothing, no answer to wide board. I'm thinking Ron making up for missing the attack last turn by attacking this turn.
Ooh, always Huffer.
That's a Huffer. Always Huffer.
Or to the face. Alright, here's the Lillian from Ron. Trading the Huffer.
I think if the top deck here is not a Sage, then we maybe see a Secret Passage next turn to look for a Sage in order to draw some cards.
Theoretically, we can Sneaky and Hook Scimitar. Just to get that combo, and then Secret Passage the following turn. Freezing Trap activated. Because there's theoretical to Hook Scimitar and clear off this Face Stalker here. Yeah, that's what Ron's gonna do.
It does need to die.
Yeah, you can't let that thing sit there. The explosive, getting an explosive trap and stuff like that against your deck is just huge. And Ron's probably sad to see another one coming out here, followed by the Voracious Reader. Ted's gonna draw 2 cards at the end of his turn here. Let's see, what is the secret? Pressure Plate. Okay. Ooh, that could be pretty good here for Ted if Ron decides to see what he's got off a Secret Passage or something first. All right, Ron choosing to trade. Yeah, Ron took no chances of it being the Pressure Plate. Traded first, making sure he gets that in. We got the infamous crickets at Sage's.
Yes, I'm out of my patio now.
Yeah, you good?
Because I wanna be full relax mode, and yeah.
Ooh, Dwarven Sharpshooter picked up here for Ted.
Ooh, that is really good.
Yeah, we get to clear up the Scorpid, play a weapon, push 4 damage, and draw a card. That's a huge turn for Ted.
And it looks like Ted is in a very strong position right now. Ron has a decent amount of burst in his hand, but he doesn't have enough to get there at the moment. Ted finds a beast. If Ted finds a beast, I think he gets there.
Ron's lucky that
Ooh.
wasn't explosive.
That
But
is that lethal?
that just
looks
that
like
does the
lethal.
game. Yeah, the kill command plus the Unleash the Hounds will wrap this game up for Big Ted. We're going into Game 5 here for the first bar fight of the season between the two saloon hosts, with the third one watching him on.
Oh,
We'll have this druid from RonMexico taking on the hunter from Big Ted. And I hope Ron did not. I know I was saying it earlier that I hope he brought Malagos, but I hope that he does not have Malagos going into this aggro hunter, because Malagos druid has a worse chance against the aggro decks.
looks like Ron accidentally queued up the wrong deck and went ahead and conceded real quick.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a regame in game 5. He's gonna queue up his druid.
You know what happens? We know that Ted, no matter what, had to bring Hunter, and we know no matter what, Ron has to bring Druid in this last one.
It's kind of surprising that Ron didn't bring Hunter. I was very surprised when they were talking about it earlier that he didn't bring it, because Hunter is Ron's favorite class. All-time favorite. He's played more Hunter than anything else by a wide margin. Ron has more wins with Hunter than I do in all my classes in total. The guy has played a ton.
Yeah, Ron just double checking with the rules real quick, making sure that there was no break in THL rules for the miscue.
No, in game 5, if
Yeah.
you queue the wrong thing and you just concede real
Concede
quick,
immediately,
then,
yeah, it's-
realize
yep.
yes. Then
Yeah, they're fine.
There's no harm, no foul. You just regame real quick.
Yep.
So,
Ron just wanted to double check, making sure since we still are here under THL rules, he didn't want to mess up anything. So
no, I knew that straight away when he just conceded immediately.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
yeah, I was just letting you know there was for the slight pause of the regame of Game 5. All right, kind of a way slower hand here for Big Ted compared to last game, but this freezing trap will stick around by turn 4, hopefully. So
probably yes.
Yeah.
It looks very, very likely.
Oh yeah, I guess no matter what, because of the overload.
Something crazy happens, then he pulls something out of his butt.
Yep. And
the
Ron,
freezing trap is going to be here for the hyena to go off.
yeah, and Ron is on the Malagos Druid.
Yes, he is.
Because-
I was trying not to give that away earlier.
Yeah, the germination in hand gives that away. Sometimes Malagos Druid doesn't have the leg threshers in its package here for guardian animals, so it makes it rough answering a lot of early boards like this. Because even if Ron draws a swipe, you're clearing a 3/3 and a 1/1 only, and even Ted still with some good board pressure. But we'll see a coin overflow here from Ron, trying to find something to do because his hand is just not doing anything. Got a speaker, Alex draws a Malagos, Innervate, and a Nubisat Defender. Oh, he's running the Nubisat version.
Defender
Okay.
will buy a minimal amount of time. Hopefully,
It might just
enough
eat a kill
for
command.
Ron to get his deck off the ground
Yeah.
and find his way into a big fat W.
Yeah, this Nubisat might just eat a kill command from the Big Ted, which Ron might be happy seeing. That's damage
Yeah,
not going to his face, but the
Yeah,
follow.
seeing that not go to your face always feels good.
Yeah. Ron deciding here whether to use the Moonfire and probably coin or innervate Crystal Power here to answer some of this pressure from Ted.
Nothing but a bunch of big bears.
All right, Ted's going to save this kill command, play the Voracious Reader, and use the Hero Power to target a Nubisat with Dwarven Sharpshooter. And push 4 damage face to Ron. Ooh, another
That's
hyena.
another hyena, which is going to go off next turn.
Yeah. Well, if Ron plays the speaker here, which he might be inclined to, that's going to get freezing trapped. So that will remove the battle cry from the hyena.
There's the speaker.
Speaker.
And the germination.
Yep.
Nature speaks to us.
Ron's got to attack with the 1/4 first. Guess we can Crystal
That
Power,
he
make it a
does.
2-5, but you don't want the 5-8 getting sent back to hand. Yep.
And
Ron
he
plays
will
around it
attack.
just right.
Excellent awareness, as I would hope from Ron.
Ooh, things looking rough for Ted.
It is looking a little dicey for him right now. He's looking to try to put as much pressure on as possible at the moment. With the Alex in hand, we can see the Alex come out right now if Ron really wanted to. I don't think he needs to. By any means, he does not need to play the Alex right now. He can wait one more turn.
If I'm Ron, I think I'm just
probably,
slamming this Guardian Animals.
Yeah, I would think that the Alex would feel very risky at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get a teacher's pet off of this if Ron's running those. I don't know Ron's exact deck list, obviously. Just assuming here.
We do see the Guardian Animals, and yeah.
Yeah, this just puts a taunt up in the way. Makes it harder for Ted to get through. Ron's done a great job this game of stabilizing the pressure, the early game pressure that Ted had on him.
And this is looking like it's swinging back into Ron's favor at the moment. He
is lethal next turn.
19...
With Alex Straza? He just has
he
lethal.
Does. With Alex, he does have lethal.
Theoretically, as
that
long
is not
as...
enough. That's not even enough to get through the taunt.
Well, he's got the Dwarven Sharpshooter as well.
That's true, but he still can't get through the...
Oh, use the hero power. And I'm sure Ron sees it.
Well played.
Yep. Well played, emote coming out.
GG.
Oh. Yeah, the speaker turn, the speaker Gildra with the Germination turn is really what won it for Ron here. Ted's aggression was only stopped until then. Do we want an interview? Of course.
Yeah, we want to get an interview from
yeah, bring them both in here. Of course. What? This is like semi their show. Like, of course.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Ron.
Congratulations on your first win of the
son of a gun.
Phew. That was close, man. That was really close.
That was scary close. That speaker guild return is the only thing that won you that last game. 100%.
Oh, I know. I had to full on set up and play around the secrets too because I knew he ran pressure plate. So I had to sacrifice the taunt if it was pressure plate by just playing Moonfire there when I had the 3/5 up.
Yeah. And it's also with that freezing trap. I was telling the viewers and Sage that if you attacked with that 5/8 first, like that was gonna be so brutal for you on that turn with the speaker.
I know, man. I had to do that. I had to do it exactly that way.
Yeah.
I actually almost went for the Alex turn a turn sooner. But I'm like, you know what? I don't think I lose if I wait on the Alex. If he pushes any damage and threatens, I could just heal up. Otherwise, I'm just gonna grab the lethal here. I figured I'd use the innervate to get one more health.
No, I think it was right. Throw that taunt out. I mean, it sets up for lethal the following turn anyways. Like, Alex sets up lethal the following turn anyways if you would have played that turn before. So you might as well play that safe route. Throw the Guardian Animals out there. Get that taunt and help clean up that board. Then you have lethal almost guaranteed the following with the speaker still on board.
Not gonna lie, I was a little bit tilted that I thought I was gonna lose to a meme against Big Warrior. I was like, really? Corcoran's gonna just hang out in the bottom 3.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
And he's gonna 10 armor his way out of this game. Okay, it's like that. Okay, Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I mean, the stats, I looked up some stats. The stats do have Big Warrior favored in that matchup, by the way. Against Enrage Warrior.
Really? It hasn't been my experience that way.
Yeah, it's 55-45. It's close.
Maybe I just have a limited sample size with it. I thought Big Warrior was honestly kind of memey.
I mean, Language Hacker brought it in GM and crushed everyone with it, so. But
touche.
That is Language Hacker, so can't really compare. Yeah. But you know,
I'm just relieved that I start out the season with a win. Although, in fairness, I did start out last season with a win too. So a 3-8 is still on the table, I suppose.
Yeah, but, I mean, you do have 33% of the wins you had last season already, Ron.
This is not going to be a run back on last season. All right, we're not.
Actually, it's impossible to go 3-8. What am I talking about? We don't have enough games. Hey.
All right, that's what I want to hear. As your captain, I want to hear that you're going to do well. All right, and you've started off the season strong.
Right on.
Ted did a great job.
Props to Ted. He had a good lineup of decks. I thought I was really surprised to see Big Warrior, and it caught me off guard a bit. And that Hunter I knew was gonna give me a problem, and I was trying to avoid Druid versus Hunter, and that's what I was forced into playing. So like, kudos to Ted. I mean, he set it up well. He saved Hunter for the end.
Yep.
And there wasn't anything I could do about it. I knew that was a deck that was capable of just beating all of my decks.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate to have like a good Speaker Gid return and pull
That's
it off.
it. That literally won you the game. That was it. If you don't have the germination for that Speaker Gidra, that's game. Like, Ted just takes it from there, and you're not coming back. So, you had the cards you needed to beat him, and you played to your outs. I'm sad I'm saying that you played well, but you played well. You played to your outs. You did what you could to make sure you had the best chance possible beating a bad matchup for you. So, I guess I'll say kudos to you. I'll put that live on stream for anyone to clip. But,
man, yeah, we gotta clip that.
I mean,
Congratulations again, Ron. I gotta get running.
You ain't running
it's been
anywhere.
a fun night.
You're gonna walk.
I'm running somewhere right now.
You're gonna walk there.
Okay, yeah. I am gonna walk there. Sure.
Well, I mean, hey, what better way to kick off the new season and the new run of Tuesday night bar fights with a Game 5 series? Excited to see what this season holds. Excited to see what the next Tuesday night bar fights are. And thank you, Tuna, for being our guest tonight.
No problem. Happy to come on, be the guest, and then opt this fun match to start off the season too. So glad I could be here for everyone.
I'd like to say thank you for everybody that watched tonight. Thank you to all of our viewers. I love all of you guys. Thank you, Tuna, for joining us tonight. Thank you, Ron and Ted, for being our Tuesday Night Bar Fight. And Ted as well for being our show lead and doing an amazing job as always.
As always.
It's been a lot of fun tonight. I'm looking forward to next week when we get to see what next week has in store for us. See how this week plays out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, everybody. Have a great week, and good luck in all your matches.
Good night, everybody.
Absolutely. Night.
Greeting, traveler.